Haim Yavin dead. Legendary TV presenter dies as tributes flood in for Mr. Television. Haim Yavin, Israel's first television news anchor, has died aged 93. In a statement, his family said, "With profound sorrow, we bid farewell to my husband, our father and grandfather, who reached a ripe old age." Yavin presented the flagship television news bulletin from the launch of Israeli television in 1968 until his 2008, becoming one of the country's most recognizable and respected broadcasters. During a career spanning 4 decades, he worked across almost every area of Israeli media, including radio, television, directing, production, documentary filmmaking, writing, and election night coverage. Yavin was raised in Kiryat Bialki after immigrating to Mandatory Palestine with his family aged 1.
An unlocked iPhone 14 for just $299? This renewed 128 gig model gives you a vivid OLED display, 5G, and the freedom to choose your carrier. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/6 before it's gone.
He studied Hebrew and English literature at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, initially intending to become a teacher before launching his broadcasting career. He began his career at the state-run Call Yisrael radio station in 1956. 6 years later, he founded the entertainment-focused radio service Hagel Hackle, which would later become Reshet Bet. He then moved to Call Yisrael's documentary department, serving as an editor, producer, and presenter. The veteran broadcaster was one of the founders of Channel 1, originally called Israeli Television, when it launched in 1968. He presented the first television news broadcast in Israel in July of that year and served as director of Israeli television from 1986 to 1990. In the years that followed, Yavin became known as Mr. Television, a nickname he didn't choose for himself. "I didn't give myself that nickname," he told Unit in 2010. "I regard it with an indulgent smile. You could say it is embarrassing, but flattering." His career earned him several accolades over the years, including the Israel Prize for Communications in 1997. In 2003, Yavin became the first ever winner of the Israeli Academy of Film and Television's Lifetime Achievement Award. Honoring his decades-long contribution to broadcasting, the Academy said, "For an entire generation, Haim Yavin has accompanied the state of Israel through the television screen. He was there when it was the only option, and he remains there now. He is the face of the news, the title of the announcement, the statement, the nuance, the story, and the political upheaval." He announced his retirement in 2007 and anchored his final broadcast in 2008. In 2016, 5 women accused Yavin of sexual harassment, allegations he strongly denied. Yavin is survived by his wife, Yosfa, his sons Yonatan, Mickey, and Haggai, and his grandchildren. Tributes have flooded in online, with one writing, "Haim Yavin has passed away at the age of 93. May his memory be a blessing." Another said, "Haim Yavin, known as Mr. Television, has passed away at the age of 93, followed by a broken heart emoji. Yavin was one of the founders of Israel's Channel 1 and served as its leading news anchor for nearly 4 decades, starting with the channel's very first broadcast. May his memory be a blessing." A third posted, "Legendary Israeli television presenter Haim Yavin has died at the age of 93. Television. Yavin was one of the most recognizable figures in Israeli public broadcasting and a defining voice of the country's news media.